You're a defensive coach. You're looking at this at the Niners offense. It's like the number one offense in the league. What are you going to do to shut it down? Bill Cowher was talking on TV today, and he was real clear. He's like, you got to play 8 in the box. You can't let McCaffrey beat you. Can't let the run beat you. And then you can't be afraid to play man-to-man coverage. It's what the Browns did. And I guess he's thinking the Ravens should be able to do it too because they're the number one defense. It seems to me, you could try that. But you better have great corners because Brandon Ayuk will destroy you. I don't know. Do you think the Ravens can pull that off this week? 8 in the box, man-to-man coverage.
Well, the Ravens in the past have been a man-to-man team. They've been. Yeah. I mean, you can go back through their DCs. It's always been a man. They've always been a man-to-man team. Now, I don't know statistically this year how they are defending teams, but I know in the past they've always been. Hey, we're gonna come at you. We're sending guys, and we're gonna man up. We're gonna man up outside with our corners. So I feel like this would lend to their strengths. I mean, that's if you look at what the Ravens have done throughout Harbaugh's tenure, all of their defense has always been geared toward man-to-man.
Yep. I don't know. It seems like the Niners want you to play. What Cowher said is they want you to play zone. All that motion kind of makes it tougher to play man, but you can't be afraid to play man. And I mean, if you're going to play man, you better have 3 good corners. And it seems like the Ravens do. They have Kyle Hamilton in the slot. He's really good. They have Marlon Humphrey outside. And what's the other guy's name? He has good numbers. I forget his name.
The other corner. I believe I remember they drafted him late. I think they drafted him late, but I think he's a solid corner.
Brandon Stevens.
Yeah, and their other safety is the guy they brought over from the Saints.
Yeah, Marcus Williams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't have any picks on the year, right? But I mean, he's a guy that has throughout his career has been quite the ball hawk. So if he's playing, then you can't just forget about him either, right? And then they have 2. We talk about how athletic the Niners linebackers are. The Ravens have 2 of the most athletic linebackers in the league, in Queen and Roquan.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe, I mean, if the Ravens go man to man, then the matchup advantage is McCaffrey and Juszczyk against those linebackers. Maybe.
Yeah, I think how you beat the Niners is, yeah, you could talk about stacking in the box. I think you got to beat their weakness, which is their offensive line outside of Trent Williams.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to attack. You got to attack the rest of their offensive line. Make their offensive line make mistakes and attack them, because the Niners have a top, right? They're skill wise. If they're not one, they're top 3 in the league, right? Like who else would you put up in there with? I mean,
with their skill players, they got. I mean, it's them.
Like, yeah,
Miami.
Miami doesn't have the tight end. Miami doesn't have the back. Like, you love Mostert, right? He's not Christian McCaffrey.
Well, he has 20 touchdowns. I think they're tied with touchdowns, but you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
I mean, you're looking at wonderful. Ayuk, Debo, Kittle, McCaffrey. Like all guys that in theory could put not necessarily this year, but
no Juwan this week though. Ronnie Bell, they're gonna have to use Ronnie Bell in the slot.
Yeah.
Who's their third wide receiver this week? Ronnie Bell?
Have to be, I would think, right? Yeah.
How many touchdowns is he gonna score this week? Can you let him field another punt this week?
No.
I don't understand why I trust him so much as a wide receiver, but so little as a punt returner.
Should they go back? Should they go back to Ayuk? Didn't you suggest Ayuk a couple years ago?
That didn't work out either.
But
that didn't work out either. McCaffrey.
I mean, aren't we trying to limit his snaps? No,
not anymore.
Screw screw it.
Next time I'm in the locker room with McCaffrey, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, man, how come you're not pushing the return punts? What's up with that? I thought you were a team player."
Maybe it'll help him win MVP.
Yeah, man. You want that MVP? Why don't you return a punt for a touchdown?
Who is the last running back to win an MVP? Wasn't it like
Adrian Peterson? And it's because he came off that injury, right? He was coming off a torn ACL.
How many years ago was that? 2012.
11.
2011.
It was 2012. So it was 11 years ago.
2012. Wow. I don't know. You really think a back could win the MVP now?
No.
Yeah.
No. It's gonna be Lamar after he wins this game.